Welcome! We're Hidden Key Studio and this is Escape Mafia, a suspenseful, supernatural couch co-op game with multiple outcomes and parallel dimension gameplay. We're wrapping up the game's Alpha 2.0 stage, which has been entirely devoted to polishing the overall game feel and its narrative design. You may remember in our previous update that narrative was yet to be built, owing to the demand of programming. Also, feedback from our earliest playtesting session revealed that although controls were serviceable and puzzles enjoyable, the room lacked in movement. It felt too lifeless, with a deficit of animations which signified general movement. Players were also quite critical of the poor positive feedback loop and a lack of player indication. Therefore, this sprint aims to reach a first pass with the first level through improving player feel in both fields. So, what have we been up to? Firstly, the overall user experience is more coherent. In response to feedback from our earlier playtesting sessions, interactable items and actions are now highlighted with button prompts. We have managed to implement an inventory system, though it is still quite buggy, with an item observation system allowing players to view items up close. Level 1 has now reached a second pass, which includes the implementation of textures, lighting, set pieces and an expansion of the room. The thrill is a lot stronger now, thanks to added animation and audio. We have sound effects for the game now, from Detective Dick's footsteps to the shuffling scrape of shelves. The level's soundtrack, teased in our last update, has been implemented, and at last we've begun implementing our narrative. For Explorer playtypes, there is also 3 hidden documents. Another important priority was the expansion of playtesting. Feedback hasn't been pleasing. People are now satisfied with the second pass's mystery and suspense, and although we're still in a split screen, which is a moot point, players now feel that there's better focus on intellectual problem solving and communication. So, we can now safely announce that we are on track for a second quarterly release for our first public demo. Still, we've not gone as far as we'd like. There have been difficulties in implementing mechanics, particularly with button prompts for items. Adapting these for a split-screen multiplayer environment has caused massive errors when merging branches. These errors took time to fix, delaying development of a polished UI menu and item observation system. Another problem was scope drift. We intended to introduce a second level, the garden, to stay true to our original plan to implement 3 levels for the demo. This proved realistically unfeasible for a small team. So, we're sticking to 2 rooms for a demo. Once that feels thrilling, then we can open the floodgates to the wider commission compound. What follows? The cipher puzzle needs to be simplified to better to appeal to more players. One of the major criticisms was that the puzzle was misleading and unnecessarily confusing. We're planning to change it to become an easier, symbol-based puzzle. We still need more player indication. Playtesters requested more an increase in positive feedback and puzzle direction. Musical stings, sound cues and animations need adding to be added to provide players the positive feedback within the game. We'd like to complete the third pass of the level before May. Lighting is a major priority for implementation, as well as implementing more interactive set pieces to make more room for story and refined textures. Moreover, the user interface needs a first pass. All game menus need to be added and the inventory system needs refining with 3D models. And of course, we need to begin our marketing campaign. We've got a trailer to make, our itch page to set up. Eager to hear more about our development? Look out for our reels and posts on Instagram and Blue Sky, and if you're interested in joining us, reach out to us on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching.